When stars come out and skies turn deep, it's time for hearts to softly keep the love of God, both big and small, to share with others, one and all. Be kind to friends, both near and far. God sees your heart just where you are. A smile, a hurt, a hug, a gentle word can spread His love through all the world. Your God loves hearts that shine, not stun. Show tenderness, that's all, not stun. The quiet ones who help, not stun. Show tenderness that shine, not there. When someone stumbles, who help with care. In the bustling city of Capernaum, where ancient streets teemed with life, lived a woman who had suffered for 12 long years. A persistent illness had drained her strength and her resources, leaving her an outcast, an enduring symbol of hardship in a vibrant world. She had sought help from countless physicians, spending all she had, only to find her condition worsen with each passing year. The weight of her affliction was not just physical. It was a societal burden, isolating her from her community, her friends, and even her own family. One day, a murmur swept through the city. Jesus of Nazareth was passing through. Tales of His miracles, of the blind seeing, the lame walking, and the sick being made whole, had spread like wildfire across the land. A spark of hope ignited within the woman's weary heart, a hope she had long thought extinguished. She knew, deep within her soul, that if she could just draw near to Him, if she could just touch the very hem of His garment, she would be healed. It was a bold thought, a desperate gamble born of utter despair, yet it resonated with an unwavering conviction. Despite her weakness and the throngs of people surrounding Jesus, she pressed forward. Each step was an act of immense will, pushing through the dense crowd, her eyes fixed on the figure of the Nazarene, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and fervent faith. Finally, she was close enough. With a trembling hand she reached out, not daring to speak, not wishing to draw attention to herself, and gently, reverently, touched the fringe of His cloak. In that instant, a profound change coursed through her. A surge of warmth, like a gentle current, enveloped her body. The 12 years of suffering, the constant pain, the endless fatigue, all vanished. She felt, for the first time in what seemed like an eternity, completely whole, completely restored. At that very moment, Jesus stopped. He turned, looking into the crowd, and asked, "Who touched me? For I perceive that power has gone out from me." His disciples, bewildered by the question amidst such a multitude, replied, "Master, the multitudes throng and press you, and you say, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus knew it was not a casual brush. It was a touch of faith, a deliberate act that had drawn divine power. He continued to look around, searching for the one who had reached out to him with such profound belief. The woman, knowing she could not hide, came forward, trembling with a mixture of awe and apprehension. She fell before him, confessing her illness, and the instantaneous healing she had received from his touch. Her voice, once weak, now carried the strength of new life. Jesus, with eyes full of compassion, looked at her and said, "Daughter, be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. Go in peace." He affirmed her healing, not as a random event, but as a direct consequence of her unwavering belief. The woman, once an outcast, now stood healed, embraced, and affirmed by the very source of her healing. Her story became a testament to the power of faith, a beacon of hope for all who would hear it. This powerful encounter teaches us a profound lesson, that genuine faith, even in its quietest and most desperate forms, has the power to connect us to divine grace. It reminds us that our challenges, no matter how long-standing or overwhelming, are not beyond the reach of healing and transformation, if we approach them with sincere belief. The woman's unwavering conviction, despite her suffering and societal isolation, highlights the importance of perseverance in our spiritual journey. Her actions demonstrate that sometimes a silent, heartfelt plea, born of deep faith, can be more potent than elaborate words. Just as Jesus acknowledged her faith, we are called to recognize the sincere efforts of others, affirming their belief and offering comfort and peace. This story encourages us to seek out sources of hope and healing, even when all seems lost, trusting in a power greater than ourselves. It challenges us to look beyond superficial appearances and recognize the profound faith that can reside within the most unexpected individuals. Ultimately, the woman's healing is a beautiful illustration that faith is not merely a passive belief, but an active, transformative force that can bring wholeness and peace into our lives. Her journey from suffering to salvation, initiated by a simple touch, serves as an enduring inspiration for all who seek solace and healing through faith. It is a reminder that a touch, guided by faith, can bridge the gap between human suffering and divine intervention, bringing about miracles. May we always remember the profound truth of this story, that a heartfelt touch, born of true faith, can indeed move mountains and bring forth the greatest of blessings. And in our own lives, may we cultivate that unwavering faith, knowing that it is through such belief that we can find comfort, healing, and peace. For the path to true healing often begins not with grand gestures, but with a humble, faithful touch. And it is through such faith that we are made truly whole, in spirit, mind, and body, just like the woman in Capernaum. Her story is a timeless message, echoing through generations, about the extraordinary power of an ordinary person's faith. It teaches us that even when we feel weakest, our faith can be our greatest strength, enabling us to reach out for the healing we need. The woman's story is a beautiful testament to the idea that sometimes, all it takes is a single, determined act of faith to change everything. So let us always hold on to our faith, like the woman who touched Jesus' garment, knowing that it is a direct line to grace and transformation. For indeed, it is our faith that truly makes us whole, bringing peace to our hearts and healing to our lives, now and forevermore. The story of the woman and Jesus' garment reminds us that faith, even a small touch of it, can bring about the most profound and miraculous healing. When